Namaste, dear friends. Today, I want to talk to you about a question that gets asked a lot of times. And the question is, why is it that so many women practice yoga and not many men practice yoga in general? I've always wondered about this um, question myself. And only in the last year or so, I've realized that there is a very erroneous notion of yoga or understanding of yoga that is prevalent in modern times. Yoga is looked at as a physical practice, which it is not. I call this the reductionist approach. It is a very, very reductionist approach uh, to relegate the whole beautiful, transformational, holistic approach of yoga to mere physicality of yoga. Um, if you Google yoga and go to images, you will see most of the images are about somebody doing something physical. If you ask somebody, do you practice yoga? They'll immediately say, no, I'm not flexible. Uh, in last 5 or 6 decades, for some reason, yoga has been projected and propagated as a physical practice. This is just minute aspect of yoga. It's not proper to dilute the essence of yoga, which is in a complete personality transformation and not just physical stretching, to a narrow, limited view. And because of this, I feel uh, the men in general look at yoga as a form of exercise. And there are many other exercise forms available for men in general, and they choose to pursue that. Why? Because yoga is looked at as a very gentle form of exercise. This is really improper. This is not how yoga is understood traditionally, classically, and even even in India. It's high time that we all changed our view of yoga, especially yoga educators, yoga teachers, yoga leaders, yoga seekers, yoga students, yoga practitioners. Yes, yoga asana or the physical aspect of yogic transformation is a very important and very integral part of yoga. But yoga is very holistic. It considers the wholesomeness of human personality and not just the body. It is possible to practice asana our whole life and completely lose out on the beautiful, subtle explorations that await us through the to the domain of psychology, bioenergetics, lifestyle. So, yoga is vast in its purview, and we need to approach yoga in its wholesomeness. We cannot strip out one limb of yoga and just practice it and call it the whole of yoga. And that's why my request to the yoga students is that try to include at least some time to stillness practices. If you practice 1 hour of asana, at least 15 to 20 minutes should be dedicated to practices that generate steadiness and stillness, practices like pranayama, practices like meditation, should be included in your sadhana or in your day to day regular practice. To yoga teachers, I urge that we yoga teachers need uh, to promote yoga or to speak of yoga, not in the sense of stretching, not in the sense of headstand, not in the sense of going on the mat, but we need to expose the wholesomeness of yoga to our students. If we don't do that, we will create another generation of um, yogis who look at yoga as just something physical, as just something gross, and be ignorant to the beautiful, subtle rhythm of infinity that moves, resides, and happily radiates through us. Remember, dear friends, yoga is a holistic science of mind body transformation. It balances our view towards ourselves and, in turn, our view towards the world, ultimately bringing us to a steady state of peace, love, and compassion for ourselves and for everyone. Let this be the understanding of yoga that exists and propagates through us as practitioners. Thank you. Namaste.